Hello, welcome to today's video. This week was quite the roller coaster of a week, to be honest. The weight really fluctuated. There were many things which were not as consistent as I wanted them to be. And I will be telling you why in this video, and also the mistakes that I did. Not the mistakes, I mean they aren't sort of the worst mistakes you can do, but things that I could have done better in order to make better progress, because this week was like boom, the roller coaster. So the weight this morning is 79.6, which is like 0.4 of a kilo from what it was last Sunday, but obviously we don't want to check just from one day because the weight, we know, really fluctuates. But to cut a long story short, I mean last week on Monday and Tuesday I didn't eat well at all, unfortunately. It all started slowly, and this is the all or nothing approach, and I made a mistake on that. It all started with me and my friends on Monday going for a barbecue, and that barbecue, in my mind I said, oh, I'm over my calories for today, and that mindset of, oh, I went over my calories, triggered me into continue to overeat. And now this is really like fundamental. If your mobile falls down and has a small crack, will you continue to kick it and crash it down until it is fully broken? No, you wouldn't do that. The same thing applies to the diet. If I went over my calories, slightly over my caloric target, there's no need to feel like I failed. Sort of a small rise in the calories is not a big deal, you know. But if I use that thing that I said, oh, I went over, and then I continued to eat, and unfortunately that is where I did a bit of damage. I mean, the weight actually, I think, went up to around 81.7, which is more than when I started this challenge. And this is to tell you that how much the weight actually fluctuates. And over that time, I felt a bit discouraged, and I said, oh, you know, like, holy, it went up, the weight went up so high. But I know that if I got back on track, which I did, the weight will come back down as it did. The most important thing when you overeat is to get back on track, and if you get back on track, the weight will come back down as it did, and sort of there is no big deal about it. With regards to training this week, I transitioned from working out from the home gym to the actual gym, and I really enjoyed working out in the gym again. I did some really great workouts. However, that shift in the routine from working out here to working out in the gym, you know, there was a slight change to the routine. So that change maybe affected me a bit, like my daily routine and stuff like that. But like, I'm really enjoying working out the first thing in the morning at 6 in the morning, going for the gym. I'm walking to the gym. I mean, it's not far away, but it's like a 20 to 25 minutes walk. And I'm going for this walk and I'm really enjoying it. I'm building that new habit of going to the gym and working out in the gym, and I am really happy to be back to the gym and to be surrounded with people working out and going after it. Last Saturday I had an amazing pull session back in biceps. I did have deadlifts of 100 kg for 6 reps. I did the pull-ups as well, and also arms. There would be so many like cable variations, dumbbell variation. It's like a child at Christmas, you know, with all the presents and all the gifts and trying out everything. So I'm really enjoying going back to the gym and looking forward for next week to be more consistent and get all the workouts in and have great workout. Now, with regards to nutrition. This week, yes, nutrition on point. No, Monday and Tuesday, you know, I told you I went over my calories. It is what it is. But what did I do for the rest of the week? Did I track everything? No. This week I didn't track zero. I tracked 0 calories this week. I went for the intuitive eating approach, you know. I mean, after these 2 days, my weight went really high, I told you, right? Like around 81.7 or something, like that. But I didn't count my calories, I just ate normally without tracking. And I mean, I managed to get back the weight down, so I was in a caloric deficit. However, I did not track anything, which is not ideal. And I attribute that mostly to not doing the meal prep. On last Sunday, I didn't do the meal prep for this week, and not having that solid meal in a day that is ready and prepared for me makes the structure of my eating really like sporadic, and I have to think a lot of what I'm going to eat, or always having to come up with something or seeing what's available in the house. So that is what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to meal prep, and you're going to see me meal prep for the week so that I am set up for success. Okay, so let's go and meal prep. And also one other thing before we go to meal prep, that today is actually a rest day. I'm not doing any cardio, I'm just doing some mobility work, and also I will be doing some walking in the evening. However, my body feels really sore, so it's time to give it a rest, listen to my body and say, today is a much needed rest. Tonight I could have done the meal prep, however, I felt that I wanted to go out a bit and have a walk, and I think I needed it. And tomorrow morning, however, I will do the meal prep, and it is scheduled in. So just 2 hours and the meal prep will be done, and I will be set for the rest of the week. It is important that we take care of ourselves, you know. And tonight I felt like I needed a walk here in nature, and so that's what I did. The meal prep can wait a bit, you know. So finally, it is time to do the meal prep. Here are the ingredients. We have the beans, the carrots, the corn mix, the polpa, the quinoa, and the bell peppers. Let's go. So first things first, we have to chop up the vegetables. We're going to start off with the carrots, making them small so that they cook up easily. Then we move on to the bell peppers, again cutting them small. It is important. Then we start putting in the things on the pan. We start off by putting in the corn mix. We added the curry, we add the spices, we add the vegetables. Then we wash the chickpeas and the beans thoroughly. In the meantime, we start cooking up the quinoa so that both of them are ready at the same time. On the other side, I am adding the vegetables, the polpa and everything, the beans. When the quinoa starts to boil, we cover it up. And while that is cooking, I take the time to clean so that I find it ready for afterwards. Then I have the containers ready, and I divide everything by 5 so that I have 5 meals for throughout the week. While doing this, I feel like Father Christmas, you know, giving out the gains, the muscles. And that is the chickpea curry recipe. That meal prep took me 1 hour 20 minutes to complete, to cook a meal for the rest of the week. It will save you so much time in the future. So it's like a little investment up front, so that throughout the week I would have this meal ready to consume. Now, with all that volume that I created, I still have some over here, and that's what I'm going to take right now, and I will put up the calories and macros of this meal over here. A little taste test of the chickpea curry. It is so wholesome, like it tastes and feels like so delicious and warm, and it's amazing. The spice of the mild curry powder, the medium curry powder, actually, I like it. And it's good that you put a significant amount of mild curry powder so that you give the vegetables that nice taste and punch, because we don't want our vegetables to be bland and without any taste. But I can assure you that you should try it out because it tastes amazing, man. Honestly, try it out. So something just like this, a meal prep, I would really recommend it because it saves so much time up front, and also your mind would be at rest. You have one meal ready, just put it in the microwave or electric oven, and it's done, and it's easy to consume. So you would be setting up yourself for success for this week. And I want to end this video by saying that this morning my weight was 79.2, which is the lowest that it has been in this challenge, even though at some point we might say we fucked up so bad and it is, I overate so much that I lost all my progress. Don't let your mind trick you in doing so. We know that if we get back on track, after a couple of days, we will be right back where we started and we can continue to make progress. So it is important. Don't feel guilty. Just get back on track, and you know that after a couple of days, all will be good. After I overate on Monday and Tuesday, I'll be honest with you, I felt like, oh my God, I am even more than when I started this challenge. And you feel disheartened at that moment. You say, all that hard work that I did is for nothing. I gained so much weight, but that weight wouldn't be all fat. I mean, some fat increase, there would be some fat increase, but most of it would be water weight. And it would be after getting back into the rhythm and after getting back in the routine, I will lose the weight really, really fast. On Wednesday, I was 81.7, and now I'm back to 79.2. So even though at that moment the weight was so up, it came back down so fast. So that is my short rant about weight fluctuations. Weight fluctuates up and down. We shouldn't worry too much about it. We know that if we get back on track, all will be good. Okay, so this is the end of the third week. So this has been great. I hope that you learned something from today's video. I showed you how to meal prep and stuff like that. The chickpea curry video will be out soon. I will make a whole video about it because it's such an amazing recipe and it's amazing. And I hope that you learned something from today's video. Give it a like if you did, subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you in next week's video. Peace.